following presentation of the National Football League.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A nice little juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 47 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Here's 3rd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action. Goff now looking to throw.
He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on a catch and run. 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's
Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On play action, Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Allen going to throw.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Palmer going in motion right.
Allen now looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Slot man moves right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here's Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He gets it to Cooks. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Allen.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air, Allen.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They run it again with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Goff now looks to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Brock Wright.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And the Bills getting set to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First and 10 at the
And this is what they're going to
46-yard
need
line.
more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now. Cooks motions to the left.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard on the
The
play.
completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Back to throw, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs.
Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Buffalo. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Second and a couple.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 23-yard run.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A little juke. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Motion man is Shakir.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Gibbs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. He gets away from one. And he's got this down to the 35.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Pass on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
17.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.